Hello, this is Sean. Well, hi, yes. Yep, I'm the owner. That's correct. Okay. Well, I'm sorry to hear that your husband was in rehab. Oh, but he's getting out. Well, that's good news. That's good. How long has he been in there? Well, that's a long time. You got to be glad to be bringing him home. Thanks for coming in, everybody. I appreciate it. There are some issues we need to go over. Just want to check on the status of some things and then let you know about a new client. Got a call this morning from Sylvia Henry. She needs assistance with her husband, Roger. He was discharged yesterday from Apple Hill Rehab after a 2-week stay where he was there. He was in York Hospital for a while. He just got out of Apple Hill Rehab after a blood clot in his lung. And by request, this morning we're going to do Pass the Pigs. And I think all of you may be familiar with it, but I'll just explain it real quick so we all know the rules before we start. It's a dice game, except your dice are shaped like pigs. Little rubber pigs, hence the name Pass the Pigs, right? And what you do, so you take your 2 pigs and you put them in this cup, okay? And you roll them. And depending on how they come out, it's how many points you get. Ooh, look at that. Double razorback. That's 20 points.
Now you don't have to roll it. I know you don't.
If you roll a pig out or an oinker, you go back to 0. That's a pig out, back to 0.
Oh, you lost all.
Well, you still have 22. You had 22 from your last turn, so you still have 22.
Go away. Okay.
We're a non-medical home care company here in York. Just wonder if you have a minute, I can talk to you about the services we provide and see if maybe if you're the person or if there's someone that I can talk to set up a meeting so I can let your staff know what type of services we can provide and how our agencies could work together.
Hello.
Hi, you Sylvia?
Yes.
Hi, I'm Sean from ComForCare. You and I spoke on the phone this morning.
Yes, thank you.
It's nice
for
to meet you.
coming. Yes.
Hi, how are
This is
you?
Dorcas, our registered
Dorcas,
nurse.
very nice
to meet you.
Please come in.
Thank you.
Honey, this is Sean from ComForCare.
Hi, Roger.
How you doing?
Good to meet you.
Same here.
How you doing today?
Can't complain yet.
That's good. The day's young, though, right?
Yep.
Uh-huh. And this is Dorcas. She's our registered
Hi.
nurse.
Oh, I've seen her before.
Yeah?
How are you?
Same.
Good. Good.
Well, I understand that you just got out of rehabilitation, and you're now in your home, and your wife asked us to come and give her a little hand to help you out a bit. And in order to do that, Dorcas here is going to do an assessment so that our caregivers will know what to do. It's part of our front-loaded care process, so you're going to see a lot of Dorcas and a lot of me today, and in a little while, our caregiver is going to be here to meet you as well.
Now, some of the questions I'm going to be asking you today, I'm going to be asking you all about your medical history, things that have happened, if you have any heart problems or lung problems. I'm also going to be asking some questions to test your memory.
Oh.
I know. You'll think I'm silly when I ask those, but I'll tell you when we're getting to that part. That's the hardest part you have to do. And then I'm going to be looking around the house and making sure that you have all of the proper equipment to help you with walking and getting into the shower and getting up from the toilet. And I'll just make sure everything's safe for you. And then I'm going to actually, between you and your wife, I'm going to ask and see what we can actually do to help you so that we're helping you with what you want us to do when we're here. Does that sound okay?
Fair enough.
How's it going, Dorcas? You got what you need so far?
Yep, I do. We're good.
How you holding up, Roger?
Okay.
Good? Under all these questions?
Yeah, I'll make it.
Oh, that must be Barb, our caregiver. He's been assigned to your case.
I will go let her in.
Here she comes now. Hey, Barb, why don't you have a seat? Barb, I want to introduce you to Roger.
Hi,
This
Roger.
is Roger.
Glad to meet you.
Same here.
Roger just came home from rehab, and that's why you're here. And Dorcas is working on the care plan. And this brochure describes what we call our front-loaded, high-touch care process. And what we mean by that is that up front, at the beginning of every case, there is a lot of attention paid to the client by members of my staff. Our registered nurse comes in and does an assessment of every client to let our caregivers know what they need to do. She develops a care plan. So she's looking not only medically at the needs of the client, but also socially and what the family wants our caregivers to do. As you might know, I drop in at the beginning of every case to introduce myself, to introduce my company, and to make sure that the clients understand what's going on, what we can offer, and find out if they need any other services that maybe our company doesn't provide, but that we can refer to, like skilled care or therapy, things like that. But if you look in the brochure here, we start with nurse assessment, client education. That's another thing that our RN does. She'll provide education to the clients about how they can take care of themselves with their condition. So if it's COPD, if it's a heart condition, if they're a big fall risk, she will educate the clients on how they can better live with their condition. We also do client-specific training of our caregivers. So if we know that we have a caregiver with Parkinson's, a client with Parkinson's that we're going to be working with, we provide specific training on Parkinson's to the caregivers who will be working with that client. We also, you've met Rebecca before, our senior care coordinator, and she goes out and she does training on site with the caregivers, with the client, to make sure that we're meeting the client's needs. How you doing today?
I'm doing pretty well.
Good, good. Dorcas and I just stopped by today. Dorcas is just going to do a little reassessment, make sure you're doing okay, and make sure that all the things that Sakira and other caregivers have been doing for you are working out for you. So I'll just turn it right over to Dorcas.
Hey, so how are you doing?
I'm doing very well with all my help.
Good, good. Are you sleeping pretty good at night? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Hi, Mrs. Henry. This is Rebecca from ComForCare Senior Services. How are you? Oh, well, that's wonderful. Wonderful. I was just wondering if I could ask you a few questions. Would that be okay? Excellent. Excellent. I know that you met Dorcas this morning. How did that go? She was the RN that came to do your assessment?